Well, Gorgo got a heroic age, same as us, for the industrial era. This is looking increasingly like this world's version of World War I and or II will be fought between Egypt and Sparta. Although Vesuvius might be taking care of the nuclear devastation bit for us. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our In Denial series. So, yeah. We let the last episode run a little bit long out of the sheer unrelenting hope that maybe Gorgo would not secure a golden age, but she did, and because she was in a dark age, same as us last turn, she is also, as I said, in a heroic age. So, we do have access to industrial roads now, thanks to being in the industrial era, which is nice. You've accumulated enough faith to purchase an apostle. Now that is a purchase I will make. Let's go ahead and purchase that. There's lots of purchases I can make with faith in the coming episode or two, but apostles are going to be handy for establishing a little bit of additional pressure on Gorgo's cities, because when they follow our religion, that will generally help us take over using loyalty pressure rather than having to fight her directly. Now again, I probably will have to fight her directly, but one step at a time. Welcome rainfall in Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan. There we go. Barbarians approach. We have spotted barbarians approaching our city of Sais. Oh. Look at that. Oh wait, hold on. I can upgrade you to a field cannon and then really make their lives miserable. Is there anything I can do here apart from that? I mean, I'm making lots of gold per turn. I'm probably going to spend a moment before I actually let the turn transition in a moment, looking at my trade deals and seeing if there's anything else that I can do on the trade front. Okay, this will allow the forming of two identical units into a corps or fleet. I'm going to go ahead and select nationalism for that purpose. Believe me, I want natural history. Actually, I kind of want it now. But I want to go for nationalism first, because if I can start working towards building up my corps so that I can fight Gorgo on that front, then I'm going to do it. All right, so we were stealing some military science secrets. Let's see if we get away. We successfully acquired military science. Very nice. Your knowledge of military science has advanced considerably. So, very nice. So that's our progress towards cavalry and line infantry. Will now be a little bit closer, 2 or 3 turns closer. Unit needs orders. We do need to improve that farm. We've been sitting on that for a while. Although another thing I can do right now is just chop down some woods near Akatat, and that would probably be the best thing to do. Gain some additional production quickly. Do I already have... No, I don't have anything going on in Sais here, so I want to have... Let me look at Ungazar Gamu. We are suzerain of Ungazar Gamu. I would get 16 gold per turn additionally if I traded with them. Or I could help Sais grow by trading directly with Rakadet. And I think I'd prefer to do that. So let's do that. Sais is currently not set to a growth focus. I'll do that. Don't really have many improvements set here, so that's not really something that I can enjoy the effects of just yet. But once those improvements are in place, I will be able to do that. This caravel is out and sailing finally. Okay, let's take a look at resources and make sure that I'm doing all I can with trade. I've done a lot in past turns. You know what? I think there's a better screen that I can use. I currently have... Oh, wow. I actually do have a lot of things. So I'm looking at... Is there any resource that I don't have? I guess would be the question. I have... cocoa, coffee. That is... Oh gosh, I've forgotten the name of it. I know what it is, but... Which resource is that? Gypsum, that's it. Gypsum, olives, turtles, whales, wine, gold, salt, sugar, silver, tobacco, and spice. So let's see if anything is available that's not on that list from any of our allies. I should be able to recognize, or not even allies, just anyone, really. Oh wait, did I see cotton there? I don't remember if I actually have cotton. I don't have cotton. Okay, well there's an opportunity then. We're going to do this just one at a time. Let's see, I think it was Suleiman that had the cotton. It was. What would it take? That's not too bad. I'll go ahead and sweeten the pot just a little bit. I don't have anything to trade him at the moment, but that's okay. I just want the additional amenity. Okay. All right, nothing here. What about Shaka? He has furs, but he's not willing to trade them at the moment. I was about to say he has foxes, but that's not strictly foxes. Those are furs. Montezuma. Now, the thing about Montezuma is that if I can ever get any good trades out of Montezuma, they'll be particularly easy to pay for. If there's ever anything he needs, because he's my ally, but he is most likely to give me nice things. All right. Honey, I also don't think I have. Let me just double check that just to make absolutely sure. I don't think I saw honey on the list. No. But Kublai Khan has some honey. So, also amber. I don't think amber was on the list either. Correct. So he has 2 resources that I do not have. And he's friendly toward me. So, what would it take? This is worth it. This is going to be for 30 turns. Oh, I think I modified that in the wrong direction. Or I might not be able to do it. How much? That's why. I only have 8 gold at the moment. All right, I'll have to wait till the next turn to get that deal from Kublai Khan. That's fine. Yes, I know. The world has entered the industrial era. Fresh load of the save. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use my apostle here on Memphis. And then go to the next turn. There we go. Actual turn transition. I love a leader who is surrounded by an impressive military. Thank you. I look forward to using it. Getting lots of praise. Those of us with great navies can make our will felt around the world, and we are the true masters of the seas. Indeed, Shaka. Indeed, sir. All right, so this apostle has a promotion available. Okay, good. None of these promotions are particularly amazing because I would actually like to launch an inquisition with this apostle. And then we will use the holy site in Akhetaten to create said inquisitor, and we'll send them over to Thebes. Now, it looks like I have some envoys here. 4 of them. Oh my gosh, 4? Really? All right, well, in that case, we're going to go for immediate assistance with Jerusalem. I will go ahead and put in an additional envoy in Unguzargamu just to make sure we've bolstered our lead there. But that's additional faith per turn. Not a lot of additional faith per turn, but enough. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove these woods. And now we have just 1 turn left until the bank is done in Akhetaten. All right, so we do have an Inquisitor, but we can't do anything with him until next turn. You know who we can work with, though? Oh, it looks like the barbarian units that were near Sayas actually ran off. That's freaking funny. Apu needs more housing to keep growing. I know. We'll get there. All right, I need to start... This particular galley... Oh, this galley can cross deep water tiles now, so I might be able to circumnavigate the globe if I can find my way around this continent. That would be a nice way to get... Oh, I could just go this way. I forgot I had this ironclad here now. Yes, remember we retired a great admiral in Swinet. We have this caravel as well. All right, so we've started to really uncover this territory here. All right, so now I have enough gold. Let's talk to Kublai Khan again. First of all, let's establish a resident embassy. And let's arrange for a trade. What would it take? Tell you what, we'll sweeten that pot just a little bit. Yes, I'm happy to accept. I'm giving up some of my gold per turn to make that happen, but I think it's worthwhile. All right, we're going to build a lumber mill there. Won't actually chop the woods down, so it won't affect the bonus that that campus is getting. And I have one more spread on this apostle. I'm going to go ahead and use it. Because that's not really an apostle that was valuable in combat. So I'd rather just use its religious spread ability to counter the spread of Pesejet, which should have been my religion, but I'm mostly over it. You want the Last Judgment. Yes. We're going to refuse that deal. Sorry, Mansa Musa, I'm not giving up the Last Judgment. Makes me happy that you leave the wonder building to us. Listen, I'm doing all I can with the wonder building. I must tell you that your destruction of our Earth is not just affecting you, but your neighbors as well. I'm not planning to do too much of it. Increased trade route capacity. You are not able to create and maintain more trade routes than before. Nice. So we have a 7th trade route slot. And a few more important decisions to make. Now, I still have not built a freaking diplomatic quarter. Industrial zone would be a very, 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 very good idea at this point, though. And that would be a good city. Oh, yeah, that would be a very good city to have it, in fact. Let's go ahead, or a good spot to have it, because it'll reach all of my cities. Literally all, with the exception, well, not all of these nearby cities, let's put it that way. Well, hi, guys. Fancy seeing you here. All right, so these barbarians are going to be a little bit less of a threat. Another trader, perhaps? We already have one in Shadet. And a siege tower will probably be useful if we find ourselves in a sudden war. Let me go ahead and upgrade you to a field cannon. We have this Inquisitor here. I'm going to send them straight to Thebes. Inquisitors, of course, can only be used on your cities. All right, so this is something that can be built with faith in a few turns. The university, thanks to our religion once again being in control of Memphis. I saw that I could build the Potala Palace here. That's incredibly tempting. It'll take away some of my production per turn. It'll be done in 21 turns. I think it's worth it. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, Apu is done with its harbor, and I could build ancient walls to protect the city, but I almost feel like, yeah, the theater square wouldn't have a cultural bonus, so part of me just wants to keep building things within the districts that already exist. You know what? Let's get another builder going, because there are additional tiles that I can improve around Apu. Ooh, a Batey improvement. 3 additional culture per tile. Sure. I actually need that. I'll take it. We are getting that from our suzerain status over Caguana, which we've had for a while. So now let's just continue to move up this direction with our caravel and see what else we can discover. This continent seems to go pretty much entirely north and south, spanning the entire height of the world, unfortunately. let's go down this way. Aha, we've met Vatican City. And their quest to us is to bring our religion to them. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that anytime soon, Vatican City. I'm over here, you're over there. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. All right, we've received the boost for Scorched Earth. Scorched. Your embassy is a welcome addition to our capital, Kublai Khan. Oh, I'm starting to get warnings about all the woods I'm chopping down. Gorgo still doesn't like me. Is anyone surprised? Everyone wants an embassy with me now. Okay. Okay.
There is little man has made that approaches anything in nature, but a sailing ship does.
All right, so we now have the ability to build frigates, and we have additional movements for all embarked units. Now, hang on. And not enough gold for some of these upgrades. All right, so now we've upgraded the Knight in Memphis to a Creeruser just in case we find ourselves in an unexpected war with Gorgo. Part of me wants to go ahead and declare one on her now, but I want to have some of my more advanced military units available, which I'm going to go for right this moment. Okay, so that siege tower was built. I am going to go ahead and build another trader, because if I can get another trader in to support Memphis, I would like to do so. It already has one trader, but we're building an important wonder, and I want to make sure that that is something I continue to focus on. So that's what I'm going to do. Do I have... Okay, I can probably build a pretty nice campus in Edfu. I can, and I don't have to pay for it. So let's do it. It's going to take a while to build. We're going to have that... You know what? I want you to wake up and I want you to sleep, because I can't do anything with that siege tower until I'm actively attacking. So let's hold off on that. What's this? Trees and some copper. All right, so this musketman is retreating from our field cannon's advance. Yeah, I'm just going to head down this direction and see what I can find here. All right, embassy with you. Embassy with you. Of course, this is providing additional intelligence. It's one of the main reasons that I'm doing it, so I can find out more about them. So access level to a monitor, for example, is open. So I can see when her districts are constructed, great people are recruited, hidden agendas are revealed. So I can now learn a little bit more about a monitor. Now, we need secret to get to see her late game hidden agenda. So we need more access level. But she is a city planner, always tries to keep the maximum number of districts in each city, respects other civilizations who also develop their cities in this fashion. She's impressed by any civilization that earns a golden age, dislikes those in dark ages. So that explains a lot of her messages she has been sending me. That checks out. And there's more I can do. I don't think I even went through all of the embassies I could have established just now. No, I didn't, but I also don't have any more gold to do it with, because it's 30 gold each. Oxford University has been built. So you want some niter, and you're going to give me some gold return for it. Tell you what, I'll sweeten the deal just a little bit. Open Borders gives me some more information on him anyway. So yeah, you can have some niter. That's fine by me. Nice. Steel technology. Disrupt rocketry. Ooh. I think I'm going to go with steel technology. As much as disrupt rocketry would be amazing, I will be able to have more spies. And now this is going to be a spy, in addition to giving me that error score, which it would have done regardless. This is a spy that I'll be able to use to really kind of take some of Gorgo's progress, not really some of her progress, but to add on to my own progress in a way that benefits from all the progress she's made at my expense. So I guess it is kind of taking it back, isn't it? All right, so still lots of cities with housing issues. Master Spy earned, yep. Oxford University has been built. I do want to be careful here with this field cannon. Let me back off one tile just in case they have any more powerful units in the area. We're going to move this way with the caravel. We're going to try and see what's going on down here. This is still just a galley, so it's somewhat vulnerable, and I wish I could upgrade it, but I'm way away from friendly territory. Unfortunately. See, here we go. Speaking of being vulnerable. I have been discovered.
Human nature, as manifested in tribalism and nationalism, provides the momentum of the machinery of human evolution.
Nice. So we have the ability to declare a colonial war, which will not be useful for us. Yeah, I really wish I had a few extra policy slots right now, which is why I'm building the wonder that I'm building. Okay, now that I've got nationalism researched, I'm definitely going to go for natural history. Not only does that give us access to a ton of new buildings for the water park district, which we also get access to, but we get access to the archaeologist, and we get to see antiquity sites on the map. All right, Albert Einstein has been recruited. This triggers the Eureka moment for one random technology. Research labs provide +4 science. Not bad. All right, so I could hit this ship pretty hard, but I think what I'd prefer to do is see if I can move off here. Yeah, it looks like I might be able to get around here. I just want to try and keep that galley alive, if at all possible. It's going to be hard. I'm not thrilled about it, but I want to try and keep the galley alive. Okay. An industrial zone would be useful here. Also, if I built one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, that would actually benefit Edfu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, not there. If I built one there, it would benefit Edfu. But there's also the commercial hub and the need to build Big Ben, which I haven't forgotten about. If I can get that one too, that would be very handy. I mean, I kind of doubt it. I thought I might be able to do it in Akhenaten, but it's not going to be possible without removing that luxury resource. So yeah, let's put a commercial hub here. It'll help not only with additional trade routes. All right, now this workshop will help everything in the area build faster. I wish it were able to help with Memphis, but no such luck. Now, I don't have a governor in that city at the moment, Memphis specifically. Double adjacency bonuses from commercial hubs and harbors in the city. I'm going to go ahead and keep improving Magnus because we've reached a point where his later upgrades are actually becoming valuable. All right, so we have Albert Einstein, which is lovely. Looks like we have an extra spy too, so we'll give some orders in just a moment. Yep. Cities need more housing. Storm rages on. All right, exploring this direction with the caravel. Next sea level change expected in 373 turns. So we're not seeing any climate change just yet, but that's because we're not burning coal like crazy at the moment. All right, so I have a brand new spy. Let's send them to Sparta. And this is our more experienced spy. They're also going to be sent to Sparta. And we will Go ahead and use Albert. Your knowledge of refining has advanced considerably. Nice. It looks like we have a Spartan archaeologist in my territory. So can I ask her for a promise? Promise not to dig up my artifacts. Oh, she actually made a promise to me. So if she breaks that, that'll give me a casus belli. A war of retribution. All right, I'm going to use my Inquisitor one more time on Thebes. And then it looks like I actually have enough faith to purchase this university. So let's get that done. And I've got universities built in most other campuses, but of course we have another campus building in Edfu. That can't be done soon enough. All right, I think I will just put the field cannon on that hilltop and see what happens if I hang out for a moment. Trying to circumnavigate, I might have just found an avenue. All right, next turn. Yes, your embassy is a welcome addition. It's good that we have decent relationships with most of these empires.
However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results.
Winston Churchill. Okay, so we now have military academies, or the ability to build them. We have cavalry, and we have line infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and give the order to upgrade my musketmen. I can only do a couple at a time. There are a few upgrades that are still more expensive than I can afford. But we're getting there. Alright, I'm going to send my Inquisitor to Akhetaten and actually have them use their last charge on this large city, because there is a decent presence of Pesejet in that city that I want to try and eliminate. Okay, +1 food from the plantation improvement. That would be handy. That'll be done in 2 turns. Let's go ahead and do that because that's extra growth in all of my cities. Now, Shadet, you probably could use some Renaissance walls, especially if I'm going to be at war with Gorgo in the next episode or 2. Alright, so is this the additional trader that I was building? Yes, it is. So we're going to send you to Memphis, and next turn we'll be using that unit. Oh, hello! Fancy seeing you here. Next turn, we'll be using that unit to support the construction of the Potala Palace. Alright, so we are finding our way around to some areas we hadn't quite explored yet. That's nice. Does this actually... I might be able to get through here. That's handy. I would love to be the first person to circumnavigate the globe, and I actually think I've got a shot at it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark a couple of items as unacceptable here. Just so that the AI stops trying. So you want a joint war with Kublai Khan. Yeah, that's not happening, Ambiorix. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I also kind of don't. Okay, Shaka. This is me nodding and smiling, pretending that I understand what you just said. Okay, so it looks like Greece has already broken their promise. So now we have additional grievances against her. 194, in fact. So I'm going to go ahead and denounce her. So that we have the ability to declare war when ready. Now, I do have the ability to declare a Golden Age war. I forgot about that. No restrictions on which cities you may capture, 75% reduction in grievances generated. So it almost makes sense to use this age as the age at which I go to war. I'm just not quite ready to fight her at this precise moment. Alright, part of me wants to just build get another builder going here in Swinet, because there's some unimproved tiles. Yeah, let's do that. Can't fall behind on that ever. You have to really kind of keep tabs on which cities don't have a lot of improved tiles. Okay, I'm going to select... Lighthouse does grant housing, so let's go ahead and go for that, because that's gold per turn and another trade route. Shipyard doesn't provide housing, but... Ooh, I didn't know that would be here. Because it's next to the coral. Nice. Okay, so we have a pretty good campus district in Apu. I did not see that coming. All right, we can improve those crabs. All right, moment of truth. Let's go ahead and get Memphis with its second trade route to Akhetaten. Actually, no, that's its first trade route, because I think Memphis is trading primarily with Rakadet. Correct. So now Potala is going to be done a little bit sooner. We'll have that unit just shelter in place there. Still finding goodie huts. I'm liking this. There it is. Egypt completes the world's first circumnavigation. +6 era score. Worked toward it for several episodes and finally got to bear fruit a little bit. We are now just 4 points away from the next... from a normal age in the next era, and I would love to have a golden age again. I do have Taj Mahal, so that helps a lot with that. But I need some additional things locked in before we can guarantee that. All right, let's go for a few more turns here. We'll go to turn 155 before I wrap this one up. Moderate flood. Ah, that's in Ngazar Kamu.
Don't fit the theory. Change the facts.
Oxford University, and a +1 food from the plantation
Had I
improvement.
been present at the creation, I would have given some useful hints for the better ordering of the universe.
You know, one thing I haven't done yet, I haven't done anything as far as aiding Montezuma, my ally. It might be worthwhile to go for that, because I don't think too many civilizations are actually involved in that particular contest. Okay, so I don't have any new policies that I just unlocked. We have 292 gold, which is more than enough to go ahead and get some additional upgrades done. Which is lovely to see. Interesting, it looks like Gorgo might be trading with me in a few cities, which is freaking funny. Alright, we have discovered some antiquity sites, which is nice. Yes, we can declare a Golden Age war on Gogo. I know. On Gorgo. Did I say Gogo? You know what I meant. I think I said Gogo. I thought I slept enough, but apparently not. All right, let's go with... Yeah, I want to research industrialization. This will give us access to coal and add production to all of our mine improvements, which will help with the Potala Palace, mind you. I'm also going to go for civil engineering, really just so that I can have the additional governor title as soon as possible, but also farms on additional territories come in handy. There's a pretty powerful policy upgrade coming soon, too. Ooh, I can go ahead and go for some of these. Watch my gold per turn. It's at 96 right now. Boom, 102. 104.
The rising world of waters
Oh, hey.
dark and deep. One from the void and formless infinite.
Obsuner Hollow. Okay, so that's... I think it's already been discovered, but still, that's a big win. And the nice thing is, now my Ironclad can escort my galley back home, which is kind of perfect, and I love it. All right, let's play through the rest of this turn, though. And here we go. Going into turn 155, we'll end this episode in just a moment. Let's see if anything interesting happens at this transition. We have a very nice Casus Belli on Gorgo. I just want to make sure that I'm able to, or on Gogo, so to speak. I want to make sure that I'm able to upgrade some of these. Sorry, I had to shiver. If I'm able to upgrade some of these military units to core units, because she will undoubtedly have some core units, and I don't want to be broadsided by the strength of her military in a conflict with her. The more corps and armies I can have coming into the fight, I think the better off I'll be. I'm going to go ahead and buy an amphitheater here, and also, Okay, I don't quite have enough for an art museum or archaeological museum, but I will soon. Okay, we're at the beginning of turn 155. It is 1640 AD. We have a number of useful projects still wrapping up. A lot of housing shortages still because our cities have been growing so much for the entirety of the game. But in the next one, we will probably start making a few more like earnest moves towards attacking Gorgo. And I would imagine that one of the main things we would try to do is take Eritrea and Ephesus. That would be kind of the war goals from the first war. I don't know that I would stay at war with her after taking those two cities. And the thing about Eritrea is that there's a good chance I can take Eritrea peacefully, especially in the next era if there's a difference between our Golden Age status. But we're going to have to fight Gorgo now, just given the sheer advantage she has. We have caught up in terms of culture per turn and science per turn, and we're continuing to catch up. So we're doing better now, but there is still a lot of work to be done. Having a blast, though. It's good to be back to Civ on the channel, and I know you guys are enjoying it as well, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time, or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and additional perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. U.S. Eastern Time? Yeah. Those are the words I was going to speak. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.